Hello, students! Welcome to today's Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're here with us. Today, we're focusing on a really fundamental skill for building strong, clear sentences in English. We're looking closely at 4 essential joining words: and, but, so, and because. Okay, let's dive into this.
One small word can truly change the whole meaning. And, but, so, or because. Now you might be wondering, does it really matter which one I use? Yes, choosing the wrong joining word can completely confuse the meaning of your English sentences. Your sentence might look perfectly grammatical, but the actual message you're trying to send, it gets totally lost.
So, what exactly are these magic words? Well, they're called conjunctions. Think of a conjunction as a bridge. It's simply a joining word that connects 2 ideas together. But here is the absolute most important rule, especially for your Cambridge English exams. The joining word you choose must perfectly match the logical relationship between those 2 ideas. You literally cannot just guess.
To get this right every single time, we're going to use 4 logic boxes. Think about these 4 categories. We have add, which means we use and. We've got contrast, meaning we use but. We have result, so we use so. And finally, reason, which tells us to use because. I really want you to stop relying on what just sounds familiar in your head. Instead, actively ask yourself, what logical relationship does this specific sentence actually need?
Let's look at our very first relationship, and. When we want to join 2 similar ideas or actions, we use and. Think about how these link together. Idea A is, I finished my homework, and it connects directly to idea B, I revised my spelling. We're simply adding another similar action to the mix, so we use the word and. Simple enough, right? And this brilliantly illustrates our next relationship, contrast. We use but when we want to show a surprising difference between 2 ideas. Idea A is, I studied hard. Now, normally you'd expect a good result from that, wouldn't you? However, idea B is the test was difficult. The word but perfectly signals this unexpected contrasting twist.
Next up is result. When an action directly causes something else to happen, we use so. Look at idea A. It was raining heavily. Well, what was the direct result of all that rain? Idea B. We stayed inside. The heavy rain directly caused that resulting action, which is exactly why so is the perfect bridge to use here.
Let's move to and see how this builds into our final logic box, reason. Notice how this basically flips our previous example right around. Idea A is now I stayed inside. Now if someone asks you why, you need to provide the reason. Idea B is it was raining heavily. Therefore, we use because to introduce the actual root reason for our action.
Fixing common mistakes, why logic connections matter. Now, what's really interesting about this next part is that we're going to tackle some traps that constantly trick IGCSE Foundation learners. But once you see the logic, you'll never make them again. Take a look at this first common mistake. I was tired because I went to bed early. Wait, does going to bed early make you tired? No way! Going to bed early is the result of being tired, not the reason why you're tired in the first place. So the correct logic is, I was tired, so I went to bed early. See the difference?
Now here's our second trap. I like English, but I like reading stories. Hold on a minute. Liking English and liking stories? Those are 2 similar, totally positive ideas. There is absolutely no surprising difference or contrast here. The correct choice is to just add them together. I like English and I like reading stories. Much better.
The 3-question challenge. Test your sentence logic. Okay, it's time to put this into practice. I'm going to read a sentence with a missing word. I want you to figure out the logical relationship and literally shout out the answer, whether you're in the classroom or at home, before I reveal it. Are you ready? Question number 1. I wanted to play outside. Blank, it was raining. Is the connection and, or is it but? Take a few seconds to think about it. Look closely at the 2 ideas. What's the relationship? Okay, got your guess? The answer is but. Excellent job if you got that right. Think about it. You want to play outside, which is a positive desire, right? But the rain creates a negative contrast. It actively stops you from playing outside. That is a clear, undeniable contrast relationship.
Let's try question number 2. She missed the bus, blank,
She arrived late. Do we use so or because? Read it carefully. Really think about which event caused the other event to happen. All right, time's up.
The correct word is so. So the crucial point here is that arriving late is the direct result of missing the bus. Missing the bus happened first, and the ultimate result of that specific action was arriving late. Really great work if you spotted that.
Here is our final challenge for the day. Question number 3. He practiced every day, blank he wanted to improve. Is it so or because? Think carefully about our logic boxes. I'm going to give you just a few seconds to decide. Doop, 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 doop. What do you think?
The answer is because. Why did he practice every single day? Well, his strong desire to improve gives us the core reason for his daily practice. If you used because, you perfectly identified the reason relationship. Huge well done!
You guys have all done incredibly well today. Let's do a super quick review of our 4 model sentences. Remember, add with and, show a contrast with but, show a direct result with so, and give a reason with because. I highly recommend you pause the explainer right here and grab a screenshot of these 4 model sentences to study before your exams. It'll be a total game changer.
Please make sure to save this rule. Save this rule. Subscribe for Cambridge English in 5 minutes. The next time you sit down to write an essay or connect 2 ideas in a sentence, I want you to ask yourself, are you just going to guess, or will you choose the word that truly matches your logic? Keep practicing, and don't forget to subscribe for more Cambridge English explainers in 5 minutes. See you next time.